Hey there, folks. How we doing? We're on Twitch or something. So it would appear anyway. Looks like everything's working. And almost everything working first time, which is, a bit of a miracle, really, isn't it? So it appears, anyway. Looks all right on my screen, anyway. Yeah. Welcome on in, Tango. Welcome on in, Feline. Hope you're doing good. Set Twitch to show me what time people sent messages. I'll figure that out one day, maybe. Yeah, that's cool. So, I think things are working. I need to change my headphone batteries. I did notice that, because the one thing that wasn't quite working the way I wanted it to, because, you know, life's like that, is that I didn't have my monitoring set up, so I couldn't hear anything. But that was a me issue, and I got that fixed. I thought I was going to have to stop everything and start again, because you know how that goes. Sometimes it does when my headphones don't connect. But in this case, it's just because I hadn't pressed a button. That's fine. Not because the OBS couldn't find the device. So that's a simple fix. Anyway, I'm going to change that headphone battery while I think about it, and I don't have to do it later. Yeah, in a bit, Feline. And we'll see how we do from there. So, I'll mute the microphone because it's noisy. Wonderful. Yeah, it makes a lot of rattling noises changing that thing, and half the time when it happens during a stream, I forget to mute the microphone, and you guys have to listen to that rattle, but especially as I do it like right here next to the microphone, so yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, let's make my phone stop shouting at me. Manage your channel directly from your phone. Wonderful information that I'm not going to use. And stuff on the blue sky. Right, let's make that go away. So, notwithstanding everything else going on, I'm going to play a little bit of 76 for a while, as you may have noticed from the game category down below. This is a testing session, as I'm sure most of you guys know, but for anybody watching it back later, I'm not planning on doing a lot more 76 streaming in general, because I'm sorely sick of playing the game. At this point, it is very much a labour of work, not a labour of I'm enjoying this. Okay, so why does it not like that? It's protesting at my bitrate, or at least Twitch is. So I'm going to have a look at something. It shouldn't be. There's constant bitrate, correct bitrate. Yeah, it's been asked about something. Is everything okay for you, folks? Because it's saying things are unstable because my average stream bitrate is too high, but oh, actually it is technically slightly, but I'm not going to do anything with that. As long as everything's okay on your end. It's set to 6K, which is where it's meant to be, but OBS for some reason is pushing out slightly over that. Not very much, but only a little bit. So it should be fine. It's just whining at me because it doesn't like OBS doing things better than it's supposed to. Oh well. Right. If things start blowing up, yell at me. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Some other things that we'll have to attend to later, but we'll deal with that in a bit. So, yeah. Bit of a test run today. We'll see how things go. And all things being equal, we'll do weekday evenings going forward. As for moving VODs over to how we doing, Jazz? Rushed username that you can't change for a month. Fair enough. Don't worry about it. You'll sort it out later. We'll figure it out. Just make sure you tell us when you do. How we doing, man? You all right? Yeah. As for moving stuff over to YouTube to sort of put into playlists, and so the VODs are over there, I probably will if I can figure out a sensible way of doing it. But that's a big if, and we're not going to worry about that today, but I'll sort of mess around with it afterwards and see what happens on that, try and figure stuff out. But beyond that, I'm not going to worry about whether or not it works for this stream. It's more of an issue for continuing with like The Witcher and stuff, and Fallout to a lesser degree, Fallout 4, but in particular The Witcher 3, because we're halfway through a gameplay series on that, so I'd like to at least transfer the VODs over there so that they can be watched afterwards. Anyway, let's go over here and see if that works. Cool. Well, you guys should be able to see Fallout. You shouldn't be able to hear Fallout, but you should be able to see it, so let me know if that's not what's happening. And we'll have a rummage through the atomic shop. I have been through here and had a look at stuff. Most of it is not very exciting to me at all. I'll grab the freebies, of course. I'm not interested in the Enclave stuff. In case you missed it, grab the Season 16 camp bundle. You absolutely should if you haven't already, because it's where you'll find the chessboard display. If you are a camp builder, you will want this thing if you don't already have it. Radhog, don't care about that. The Razor Sharp thing's an interesting design, but not really my thing. Atomic Wrangler is, yeah, again, it's New Vegas, plus it's a shelter. And they've done, as far as I can tell, a pretty good job of recreating the Atomic Wrangler, which is cool. It looks a lot like I remember it being in New Vegas. But don't like shelters. Not a big fan of New Vegas either, so... Yeah, the Super Sandstorm bundle's weird. I do like the idea of the fusion generator here, but I'm not spending 1,800 just for that, especially as I can't get it anywhere else, unfortunately. There's some good stuff in here, I think. Some bits and pieces that most I've had for donkeys, but not all of it. Death Club bundle, there's some fun stuff, but most of it I don't want. A couple of fun bits in there, but again, not... the destroyed porch isn't... The destroyed building kit's not bad, actually, rather. There's some other bits that are a bit... Yeah. That's life bundles. That's just a load of Vault-Tec stuff. Okay, I don't care about that. Valentine's Piggy stuff. We might do some of the Valentine's season, because I haven't done any of that yet. And I've got dailies and weeklies and all the challenges and stuff to do. So we'll see how that goes. Should we go? It's clearer than it is on YouTube. Shouldn't be. Should be shit compared to YouTube, to be honest. On account of the fact that... the Fun and Free bundle costs 500. Yeah, I didn't really register that, but that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, the resolution's lower and the bit rate is lower, so it should be way shittier. If it's not doing that, if it isn't, rather, that's a weird thing, to be honest. I don't know what's going on there, Feline. I'm not complaining, right, but it should be much less clear. Again, it may just be that YouTube's back end is kind of garbage, because, you know, most of their... most of their streaming support is not great. That's quite cool. What's that? Deep Space says Crushed Red Star. I don't actually kind of find that interesting. Don't know if I'd do anything with it, but I find it interesting. How long's that around? 16 days. Okay, I might have to think about that later. Can't build anything at the minute, so I don't really want to buy anything on that front anyway. Not into that. Yeah. Basically my take. I'm interested in the Sanctum of the Moth stuff. There's a few bits in here I would like, so I might get that bundle. I'm running low on atoms. We'll see how I feel about whether or not I'm going to try and ask Bethesda for some more. Might give me some. I'm supposed to be getting a present from Bethesda fairly soon. You may have seen a few others got theirs, but normally Bethesda reach out for these things via email, and they did it through Instagram this time, and I didn't get it for about 3 days later. That's it. We'll see. They might have some nice goodies for me. Anyway, actually, the one thing I did want to see was any interesting freebies. Right button might make that be easy, mightn't it? What are the daily freebies? Nothing there. Scrap kit. Oh, spy package. That's worth having. Mothman Sanctuary. What's that? I'll buy it. I want to have a look at it. I mean, that's quite nice. And what does it do? It generates acid. It's the scale I'm curious about here. Need banana for scale. I've got a feeling it's small. Yeah, it's only 350. Why not? Actually, quite like that. Anyway, I'm not going to do building today. Let's we'll go private adventure for a bit, and then we might jump to public service later. You're buffering, but your internet's playing up, is it? Well, not terribly surprisingly, I have absolutely no drop frames or any other issues showing up on my end. There's a tiny little bit of rendering and encoding lag, but that's less than a second's worth since we started a quarter of an hour ago. So, yeah, that was probably just as things were starting. But I'm almost certain it will have been. I'll take a small risk and do an Alt-Tab while this starts loading. Yeah, it looks like it should be fine. Camera quality looks better, whereas the game quality looks less good to me, but that's maybe because I'm looking at it on PC screen rather than some other screen. Right. Here we are. Right, camp in Burning Springs. Let's get out of the way a little bit and then it can load in. Oh, that's the last thing I built with Fallout. Oh, in 76 anyway. Done some Fallout 4 building since. There's a couple of bits have sunk in weird ways, mostly that thing that I should move, but if I open the build menu, there's nothing in it until I move camps, or until the update Monday fixes stuff, hopefully, maybe, possibly. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. Right. Other things that I want to do. Music, that's it. There is no in-game music at the moment because I've done a few videos, but no actual streaming, so... There we go. Should be a bit better. So, for those who are curious about such things, I've changed my loadout because Burning Springs sucks the big one. Big all sorts of things. Mostly doo-doo. So, I've changed my loadout. And we're back on my melee build. I've changed it a little bit. I have long and, in fact, continue to hold to the opinion that going for a limb damage crippling build is just about the dumbest shit ever. And I maintain that because you might as well just kill the bugger. It's occasionally useful against the odd really big boss that's massively spongy, but generally, no, don't bother. However, one of the major exceptions to that is the melee build, especially the one-handed ones, because the animation has a lot of horizontal action to it. So you're going to hit arms a lot, and occasionally heads. Hence why, although I have... oh yeah, there you go, Barbarian there. Giving me some damage resistance. We've got crippling damage on a lot of this, because I'm going to be hitting arms a lot. So there's a lot of crippling damage on there that hopefully will just translate to kill them faster. Tormentor for more crippled damage, red resistance reduced, want that. Damage resistance, fire and explosion resistance, more damage resistance, that's just there because I had one random point floating around. Glow to do extra damage, more damage output, take more rads. Lone Wanderer because I'm antisocial. Tenderizer because, you know, kill things. Makeshift Warrior, so that my sword, well, Plasma Cutter technically, but anyway, doesn't break quite as often. Science because it does some energy damage, does some cryo damage too, so that's on there as well. If your armor breaks less, that's good. Energy weapons. I don't know if the Plasma Cutter counts as an energy weapon or not, but hey, if it does, great. More damage. And when I have glow, again, do extra damage if I get hit, which when you're running at things happens a lot. Speaking of running at things, more action points. More action points regenerating. Evasion, run faster, more action point regeneration, and more evasion. So lots of evasion, lots of action points, and moving quicker for melee. Basically close the distance quicker. Class freak because you gotta, and weak point damage being increased. So that's where we are. The legendary perks are extra intelligence, strength, endurance, and agility, so that I can put more perks in. And then I've got, when feral, all glow perks abilities cost less glow, which is nice. Power armor reboot in case I have an occasion to use that, which I might. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or not, but for now, that's basically everything. And I need to go feral again, so I've got that to look forward to. Managed to get it working on the big screen. Nice, Tango. Glad things are ticking over there. Hey, wonderful. So that's where we are. I do also have down here a build for my auto axe, which we'll see how that does. I don't know if it's going to be a good one. It's kind of a plan B setup. I've still got one unused point over here for some reason. I'll have to move it somewhere else and see if I find something cool to do with it. Yeah, whatever, I'll worry about it later. I don't really care that much. For now, I'll stick with this one, and I will chop chop. Here's my plasma cutter. That is technically a sword right now. There's the skin on it. Where's the weapon? There's my extremely exciting auto-axe, executioners, heavy hitters, and strength. Don't really care, to be honest. Now, Jack, this is my plasma cutter, technically. Anti-armor, faster swing speed, extra agility. Definitely not bad things. Especially as I've got evasion on that's based on my agility, so it's not bad from that point of view. Does extra cryo damage and the independent sword skin. Lots of damage, lots of damage, lots of damage. And then it'll go up even more when I go feral, which won't be very long now. It should actually get like doubled or something. 2 or 3 times as much. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And we're currently wearing the silly helmet. Because the event's running, which we might as well start with, haven't we? Use some Valentine stuff. So, the challenges... Yeah, let's start with that, shall we? Collect a bag of chlorine and wearing the tough love helmet. Okay. Collect medics. Ooh, that's going to be annoying. Craft Psycho. That's also annoying. Harvest toxic flowers. I'm going to be spending a lot of time on the Wikipedia, I think. Got junk to produce steel. Oh, that's easy. And travel on foot. That's probably going to be fine. Okay. So we'll start with some of this. I need to craft Psycho, which I'm pretty sure I can do, just as soon as I remember where I put my chemistry bench. I don't actually remember where I put it. Did I put it in here? There it is. You just get the other loadout for that. Wait, I don't have to waste materials. Super duper and chemists and stuff going on here, so it should make life a bit easier. I can make medics to do that. Alright, okay, I'll see if I've got the skills. I do not. I also don't have the toxic soot flower or digested goo, which I don't even know where to get digested goo. It's just looking less and less like I'm going to be bothering with it. So on a fast track to I can't be bothered land. So yeah, my tolerance for 76's busy work and bullshit is at a big fat 0, so don't expect much on that. How are you doing, King? Am I on PC? Yes, I am. Absolutely. Accept no substitutes. So, what did we have that I'm probably not going to do? I don't really want the daily stuff on there right now. I'll worry about that in a bit. A score, so I can worry about that in a little bit. Let's jump. Oh, that's here, isn't it? Wait, stay! Thank you. Let's just straight to tickets. Bag of chlorine, medics. We'll see how that goes. You know what, I'm not going to prioritise half of this because this is just going to be a chore, and that's why I'm not really putting the effort in anymore, because I'm not down for dealing with that crap. They really need to do a 180 in the direction they're going with this game at the minute, because it's awful. Scrap junk to produce steel. I can do that one. So I'll do that quick and easy in a second. Toxic soot flowers. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, yeah, maybe. That'll lead me... Maybe find some chlorine. To be honest with you, I'll worry about it later, see if I'll be bothered to faff around with it, because I really don't care. We'll do the steel one, and that'll do. Because this is... I'm fine, King. I don't want anybody anywhere near me in this game, ever. So I am anti-social as shit. Nothing personal, I'm just an arse like that, to be honest with you. To be honest, I barely even want to touch this game as it is right now, so I'm that peed off with the direction they're going. It is so shit. It was better when they launched it in 2018. So yeah, I'm not down for wasting my time on their shit at all at the moment. They need to do a lot better. Lighter cigarette cigar. I might re-roll that one because it's... I can do it, but it's annoying. Mothman Equinox. Probably not going to do that either because I don't want to be near people. I might jump onto live servers later and do that. Cranberry, Snally's easy, Angler's easy, Asbestos is slightly less easy, but I think I can do that. We got event on a team. Yes, but only because I don't have to be anywhere near people. Left ammo. That's suboptimal actually, but yeah, right, let's do that. You could kill a cranberry, cooked meal, insects, cultists, plant crops. Can't do that, that'll have to be re-rolled. That'll have to be because I can't build at all at the moment. Everything, Steve, you right? I've forgotten you had a different name over here, but I did recognise it, so that's good. Yeah, they did have some cool new creatures in it. I don't mind that it's online at all. It's fine if people want to do that, but they've set it up in such a way as it's awful to be around other players, so that kind of sucks. And they're trying to stuff the multiplayer component down your throat, which also sucks. Definitely don't like that either. Back when it was actually optional, it was great. Now that they're trying to force it to be non-optional, they can eat the proverbial, really, can't they? I've done both my free re-rolls, so I might see how I get on with that. Right, do that, because there isn't a great deal of time left on the season. It will end in about a month, just under a month. Yeah, just under a month from now. I really need to do some grinding. There is coming up a double school weekend, which I'll need to, and a double XP thing, I think, as well, which would be a nice way of just grinding out some extra levels and also score. And I need some levels because I've used up all of my stored up levels now. I can't claim any more perks because I've used perk cards because I haven't got the spare levels because I've changed my entire loadout a couple of times. Which makes the March update even more sucky because they're just going to change it so you need to modify your builds again. Which, you know, I want somebody's kneecaps for this, really. Right, what do I need to do in camp? Steel was on the list, wasn't it? Steel, which I will do here. How's it going so far? Fine so far, Steve, I think. Don't think anybody's running into major issues. Down to hear that if you are, though. Bulk, where is it? Can't read. Steel. Should do it. And then I needed energy ammo, didn't I? Well... I think what kind of ammo I might care to actually craft at the moment, which is not really any. Okay, whatever. That's fine. I'll drop upstairs and do that, I think. Cool. That should be good. Right. You can kill cranberry. Let's see how we're doing on that front. My Electron is somewhere around the back here, isn't he? Here he is. That's not bad. Yep, Stevie's greybeard. Payback levels for perk cards used, yeah. But just give us a shitload of free perk cards. Not in perk card packs, by the way, just as, you know, pick a perk. Give us all like 100 of them or something, or 250 or something. Would be nice. Scrap junk to glue cloth, I'll do that later. Cultist insects. You can kill a cranberry, complete an event while in a team. Mothman Equinox, well, I'm not going to be able to complete that unless I go onto a public server, and I don't want to do... I need to do some events with other people, really, because this was something else I looked into recently, actually. The grunt hunts and head hunts, they have a couple of things that I want, but they are part of doing, you know, do 10, do 50, do 76, that kind of, do so many of them rewards, the challenge rewards. And it's mostly camp stuff, but that I'm interested in. So that stuff is there, but outside of those big milestone things, there's basically nothing that I'm interested in, apart from, you know, farm some legendaries, which I really don't care about anymore. Or the nonsense they put into the game that I really can't be asked with dealing with at the moment. So, yeah, I kind of don't care about them from that point of view, which is fine, because they're awful. They're really annoyingly done. Bugs notwithstanding as well, which haven't been fixed until next week anyway, so kind of no point in my worrying about that either. However, the two events, Sinkhole Solutions and whatever the one over here at Jackson Junkyard is, gearing up, isn't it? Those do have some cool rewards available from them, so I kind of want to do those, which would need to be on a public server for. So that's a thing. Anyway, what was I doing? There was something I wanted to do at my camp before I left. Doesn't actually look like there is anything I want to do right now. Memory, kill a Snallygaster and an angler. Okay, let's start with that, and I'll drink some cranberry before I do. Oh wait, there was, I'm sure there was eat candy or something. Yeah, there was. Let's eat 10 candies. Do I have candy on me? I should do. There's a bunch of it. Big pile of candy. Don't think I have any others, do I? They can go away. Go away as well. No, I don't. I'll grab one out of my stash somewhere. I must have a stash somewhere. Yeah, there's one. Do I have a candy producing thing here? I thought I did put one in this camp, but it's been a hot minute since I paid attention to any of that. Upstairs, maybe? No, there it is. Right. Yeah. Drink some Duke Killer Cranberry and go and whack some bad guys. We'll start with anglers, which I think I can find here. It is anglers, isn't it? Yeah. Should get those here, no problem. Oh god, yeah, I remember you losing that bet over there, Steve. I mean, I do kind of like the name over there. It's quite fun. Evening, Andrew. How's it going? Good morning. Sunday morning for you, isn't it? Nice leisurely one, I hope. Those are roots. There's one of the little sods. It's not as effective as I'd like it to be, but just as soon as I get myself over the don't want that there. Over the threshold into being feral, that's what I was thinking of. I'll be doing a lot more damage. Shouldn't take too terribly long. Alright, so that's the anglers. Only need 3 snarlies, that's not so bad then. Alright, there you are. I'm going to see you for looking. 7 AM Sunday morning, crikey. 11 hours. You must be somewhere on there. I don't know, I'm trying to figure out roughly what part of Australia that puts you in. Somewhere on the eastern side, I think. I have a friend who's a nurse in the Sydney area. Actually, I think I know a few people who've headed out to Australia in the last few years. Or people I knew from uni as well. Stalker's Tactical Girl Shotgun. Do not care. Trying to remember that I'm in 76 and not Fallout 4, and the things I want to pick up are a bit different here. QLD, that's East Coast, not Queensland. Okay, that makes sense. East Coast, but not Queensland. Okay. Well, I'm sure it does make sense. It doesn't mean a great deal to me because my Australian geography is roughly on a par with my American geography, which is not as terrible as you might think, but still not great. Events while in a team. I was going to do some of that, wasn't I? So let's join an antisocial team because this is the way. In time to do that one. Yes, I am. Oh, you are. Oh, you are you? I'm very confused now.
Attention, patriotic
Oh, I see, Wayne. You're over that way as well. Okay, brain is caught up now. It was just telling me it has. I don't know. It may be lying. It does that.
Authorities and able-bodied individuals to the Robco Research Facility ASAP. ABA-1 out.
Alright, let's test my patience, apparently. My power armor and choppy, my auto axe. Sydney, Melbourne time zone, yeah. East Coast gave me that bit. I got that one. So I kind of know a bit about where Sydney is, and I think Melbourne, if I remember rightly, is where the US Open is. Being a tennis person. Well, tennis fan, anyway. This is not quite as effective as I remember it being. Just waved it in the general direction of enemies back in the day, and we used to fall over and die. To be honest, I probably didn't need to change my loadout for this, did I? Maps, they are a wonder. It's a wonder I don't look at them more, actually. I do quite like maps. I think I did put Ricochet on this build, didn't I? I don't know, I just changed things this afternoon and it kind of doesn't matter much. I can't change anything else anyway. No perks left to do it with. Really? One? Grenade that takes out 3 cars and, or 2 cars. Still only manages to kill 1 robot. I'm horribly disappointed. Oh, I see. They don't do the daylight savings. So they're the sensible ones, are they? Isn't it? Every year, pretty much, there's debate around whether or not we should just get rid of daylight savings in the UK and Europe. Every single year. You know what? The answer's the same every time. Yeah, we should. But they never actually do. Nobody said you could turn around that fast. That's not allowed. Need a bigger can opener. Definitely need a larger can opener. Nobody's ever accused them of being the sensible ones. Huh. Well, they got that one right, at least from the sound of things. What was it they say? Broken clocks right twice a day, something like that. Blind squirrels and nuts and things like that. Blind Welshman finds a sheep, something like that. I don't know. I remember the good old days when you used to come out of this with like 7 or 8 legendaries at a time. Now you just get naff all. Yeah. It's an interesting idea when they came up with it, but the reality is underwhelming to say the least when it comes to daylight savings. I think Arizona, where Grey is, I'm pretty sure they don't do it either. Seem to recall we've had this conversation several times over the years. Painting curtains and stuff. Interesting idea. Interesting to comment on where people's priorities were at the time, really, that. Yeah. Government by opinion poll. As we've seen in recent years, one of the stupider ideas that you can really come up with. So we wind up with dumbass ideas like Brexit. Let's do bots on parade. Need some events off the list, don't we? Sure is for way up north then, that lot. So I know the North Coast is kind of a law unto itself in a lot of ways, isn't it? Largely because it's practically on another planet to the rest of you. Like Perth, really. In terms of how far apart they are. Or a dwarf planet, if the probably not true meme I saw recently was anything to go by. I never understand how anybody in Australia gets anything done when they're all upside down all the time. And all the blood rush to your head and then make you go all squiffy. Surely it does. Oh, these guys, yeah. Is there not a chunk in the sort of central north coast where there's a cluster of towns? I seem to recall something about that. I don't know why I recall something about that, but I do recall something. I want to go feral already. Etc. in Northern Territory. Yeah, that rings a bell. Well, Northern Territory does. Darwin, not so much. It's not in a geographical sense, anyway. I heard a noise. Where's the noise? The noise was not helpful. Heads count as limbs for some silly reason. Really should say extremities, not limbs. Hill Territory has 250,000 people. That's less people than my city has. And that barely even qualifies as a city. I actually got my ass bit by a hound. I did.
Notice additional hostiles hostiles detected. Try not to let those bots get dinged up now.
Ghoul flies through the trees in midair and drops with a sword in his hand like an absolute maniac. Come back here. Mutant hounds are not a good enemy to fight with this build because about the one part that's difficult to hit on them is any limbs. That's a weapon I can't imagine is any good anymore. The changes they made to... yeah, screw it, I'll do it later. I'm not a cucumber, no? No, I'm fine. Go! Stop blowing holes in my friends! I know you're out here somewhere, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Reprogramming complete. Initiating updated procedures.
Wonderful. Eliminate remaining hostiles. Where?
Keep your machines in mint condition.
Somewhere. Can I outrun an Assaultron? With all my perks, I ought to be able to. Here we go. Gotcha.
Location secured. Initiate.
Ah, progress. Yeah, exactly. Can't say I blame them for running away from the island. Some of them fled, some of them were kicked out. Some of them did one before the other could happen. It is bloody overcrowded though. Mind you, the whole damn planet's overcrowded, so, you know. At least as far as the human population goes, anyway. Not so much as far as the tiger population goes. Which frankly I'm far more concerned about. Surprisingly not quite as much crap as I was expecting to get out of that. Must be some other bits I want to get rid of now, though, I'm sure. Come on. That'll be the behaving erratically thing that I've heard so much about then. Right, we'll do it the other way then. Let's go and sell some stuff, and then I'll just dump whatever's left. HK tourism. Yeah. Yeah, you can keep Murdoch, to be honest, Andrew. Kylie I don't mind us keeping. I mean, I can absolutely 100% look past the fact that she's old enough to be my mother. Especially with the lights off. Somebody shut the doors behind them in your camp. I'm not even on Xbox at the minute, Steve. I don't actually have an Xbox.
Displaying current stock.
To be fair. If I sell the Nuka-Cola Orange next week, we'll roll around, and I absolutely guarantee you that I'm going to want to consume large quantities of Nuka-Cola Orange, aren't I?
Trading.
100% that's how that's going to go. So that's fine. Go away, don't need Rad Away or Rad X. I'm a ghoul. Kind of the opposite of what I need.
How can I assist you today?
Scroll. So not so scrolling.
Ready
This
to
revolver box.
exchange
I don't know where I got
items.
those from, but I don't really care. The way anything? No, which those they are then. Fine. That can go away. This can go. Can go.
Now
Can go.
displaying current stock.
Well, this is not a total disaster, so that's something. Right. Up next. Must be a bot. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I'm working on the overcrowding Tuesday, one beer at a time. It's Saturday, I'm drinking Guinness. Not doing Beast of Burden, can't really do that solo anyway. Time is too short. Is there anything I can do? There is, though. Leader of the pack, let's go do that. Fingers in your ears, though. Melody's about to start yelling. She's a loud lady, Melody.
Responders, priority alert! Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown. I repeat, Alpha's location is unknown. We need to find
I'm missing
and kill that Alpha
the
wolf
night vision
ASAP.
goggles I've got in Fallout
Take
4,
out the
though.
smaller packs and dry out
Very
that
much
Alpha.
missing those.
Just make sure you bring a lot of bullets. That big Alpha is a heap of trouble.
Chop, chop. I'll be feral in a minute. Then wait and see what happens. Lots of murder, that's what will happen. Not very smart, are you? What do you mean I'm taking health damage? I'm not taking health damage, I'm taking glow damage, and that doesn't count. At least it didn't last time I played this game. A week ago. My rage is unending. That's one bug I was very happy about in this game, that when you're a ghoul, if you had your glow up, then it bypassed the... or discounted the taking damage, stopping the fast travel timer. Where am I? Not that way, okay. Because it didn't count as health damage. And if they've changed that, I will be bloody annoyed. Be another thing to be annoyed at them for. I do feel bad saying it, because I have met them personally. But I do feel like... if not a very rapid change in direction, then possibly even a change in leadership for 76 might be required. Because I really don't like what they're doing at the moment. It sucks, to be exact. I'd take a change in direction. That'd do me. They updated the map feline when they introduced Burning Springs. Not entirely sure why they did that, but they did. Right. Animal. One good thing, Kill the Wolf Horde boss counts as a separate event that always triggers at the end of this one, so it's kind of handy for that. Yeah, it's possible. helpful for new players, I think. Especially if you don't have third sort of external resources, then I don't think the map really specifies regions that clearly without... I mean, you can kind of figure out the ash heap, it's a different colour. They are kind of a different colour, but... Mind you, technically, this bit here is actually the Toxic Valley, even though it's not actually in the Toxic Valley. They are all a different colour, but it might be a bit subtle if people don't know to look for that. Then again, this is also the Savage Divide here. These are in the forest, technically. But all of this is the Savage Divide, I think. It's all a bit weird. So, yeah. But I've got, like, a massive map on the wall that I got with... I think the last guide Prima did before they went bust. Which is my 76 guide, which of course is wildly out of date these days, but I've got it. '76 Wasteland Survival Guide. Yep, there's another event done. Come on. Heard the sound that said I hit you. Why did it not register? Just annoying. Anyway. Drink cranberry, collect lighters and cigars, drink Nuka-Cola, events on team, more cranberry. Cloth cooked meal. Okay, let's go and get some cloth. And then stop by 30 cooked meals, I guess. Oh, good lord. Okay. It's just a chore. Things working though, so that's all good. Everything looking and sounding fine okay over there. To double check again, because that's kind of the point of doing this today. Yes, make lots and lots of... Leave me alone. I'm trying to find a Nuka-Cola cranberry. There it is. That's more like it. Lots of books for... How dare. Tell you what. Oh, finally. That's plenty. All good. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, guys. Right. Up next, let's go and get some... Don't want to read my marker. I don't even know where my marker is right now. Get some corn and then we can cook some meals. Be good to roll then. Well, we're getting through this at a reasonable clip, which is something. Usually do manage to get through it in about an hour. I've been doing it on the weekend lately with my challenges as well, like this. Soot flowers. Toxic soot flower. Okay, that was not very helpful. I would have to Google that. I'm not sure I can be bothered. Maybe, but we'll see how I feel. Not actually that much good stuff in this season. It might be enough. I'll have to have another look at it and...
Now that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation.
Form an opinion, but I've got a sneaking suspicion I'm going to look at most of these rewards and think they're not worth bothering with. Especially at the costing tickets to get there. If there's such an annoying set of challenges this time. What are we doing for corn? Way better than I need to be. Wonderful. I do need a buttload of dirty water though, which I think I can actually get in my camp. But In case I can't, I can get it down there, so we'll do that. Oh, hissing wolves. The wolves everywhere. We'll need 60 dirt water, won't I? It's fine, that's more than enough. Progress. I want to know when this bridge was put in and by whom. There's one here, just a little one, and there's this much larger one that's obviously been here for a while. And I'm guessing it's post-war. Nice little detail, and it must have been bespokely put there by Bethesda, because I'm sure their procedural generation that did the beginning part of the map didn't put stuff like that in there. Just I assume, anyway. All right. Some food on the go. Drinks. Cook that for a bit more, can't I? Let's leave the am I on the right loadout here? I'm not, am I? That's interesting. I mean, I have got that one sort of secondarily set up so that I can whack things when I need to, my crafting loadout, but still not ideal. Nearest trader. Flatwoods, probably. Piece of peelwood, something. Yeah, it definitely is, but somebody had to sink it in. An interesting question. I wonder why, who did it and why, from an in-world law reason. From an external reason, it's just like, oh, it makes the spot slightly more interesting. I wonder if it's a random encounter point. Should be, given that somebody's made a point of building it. You know, decorating that spot with a bridge that was probably put there post-war and all.
Chloe's my pet. Or maybe I'm hers. I'm not sure.
The responders. Thank you for your service, volunteer.
A few bits to get rid of there, aren't I? Wouldn't happen to have a whole bunch of Nuka-Cola on him, would he?
That
No, he does
overseer
not.
lady said more people would be coming. It's
Then but Bob's not moved on much in the last few years, has he? Right. How are we doing? Lighted cigarettes or cigars? I wouldn't know. Do know somewhere I can find some of those actually. It's just popped into my head from a picture I took ages ago. Drink a Nuka-Cola. Probably got enough Nuka-Cola. I'm kind of okay with just drinking some random stuff somewhere. So I need cultists and insects. Cultists are on the right side of the map floor, so I might do that next. I need cranberry as well, don't I? Oh, I didn't need drink an ordinary one. Oh well. Let's go whack some cultists. There won't be any in Point Pleasant, will there, right now? Because Mothman Equinox is running. Post-war and no-take. Yeah, quite possibly. It's that side of the map as well where the responders would have been moving through. Some of them would have moved through to Charleston. Though I don't know if they had a lot of presence down here. Could have been the people at Lewis and Sons. Or some survivors down this side early on who subsequently died out. Wait, more cranberry. If I have any cranberry. I don't think I have any cranberry, do I? No. Wait, my damn it. Do I have any in here? Nuka-Cola cranberry. Some Nuka-Cola, but no cranberry from the look of it. No, I have cherry either. I shouldn't have that. Grape. No. I'll worry about it later. You know what? I'll bounce back to the camp and see if there is any there. Probably isn't. Let's go and have a look. Right through setting up more fortifications. Well, originally everybody's dead, and the robot workforce did the job of keeping out anybody who tried to kind of cause trouble when they came in, so they didn't really need it. Robots wouldn't be programmed to build fortifications. And then once the responders come in later, I can grab water from this, can't I? No, I can't. Okay, maybe I misremember that. Yeah, once the responders came in later, the robots are already doing a great job of keeping out trouble, so I guess they didn't prioritise it, didn't feel they needed to. No, that's completely unhelpful. Oh well. Let's try. That's my guess anyway. No, try that one. Also, responders refuge is inside the building. In the event of attack, they probably just lock the doors. Maybe shove a few chairs underneath. You'd think they'd barricade off these doors. I have the means to, wouldn't you? But that's probably about all they'd really need to do.
Wow,
Maybe the windows.
They've really gotten set up here.
The load zone thing kind of
We could always use an extra hand around here.
throws that off a bit, doesn't it?
Well, hello. Do you like Nuka-Cola? Don't be silly. Of course you do.
I like Nuka-Cola cranberry, which you have naffle of. Thank you very much. Okay, right, we're going to whack some cultists and some insects.
I'm a survivor. I know how to take care of myself.
Yeah, there are a few ghouls and beasties out in the ground as well, aren't there? Though? I'm surprised the robots don't do more to destroy their ghouls, actually. You think they would? Very reinforced while still looking normal. Yeah, that's probably true. It's, at least around the entrances, anyway. And there's absolutely no doubt that... what's the name of that person who represents the White Springs, who's blatantly a member of the Enclave? Who wears the dinner jacket? I can't remember. Introduced all refuge and stuff. That person.
Now that's the divine light. Forever. In the light.
Way too many survivors in there. Stop them from breaking in. Well, yeah, that's a good question. I think the robots would probably be going berserk if you started trying to break into the bunker. I imagine they'd be the canon would be that they're programmed to do that.
Shepherd
me to the light. Holy Mothman, I will slay this unbeliever in your name.
No, I won't. I don't think you will. Here, I've got a present for you. Please tell me it works. Right, that's everybody here. Now I'm going to need another bunch. And what do I need? 11. Is there anywhere I can go and find cultists that isn't the usual place I go and slaughter them? Organ cave? Nah, chasing them around in there is kind of annoying. That's not enough of them up there, but is there? Blake's offering you this. Oh well. To be fair, those buildings with the hand scanners do have heavy doors, don't they? I think they do have like big heavy metal doors with big bolts on them and wire mesh instead of windows and things, if I remember rightly. Now that I'm thinking about it, feline. Right now I'm questioning my commitment to religious freedom. Gee, the makeup on that one, I think that was a bit more disturbing. $120, I have to go Blake's offering next. Since Brotherhood versus Super Mutants down here. Oh, there's a Deathclaw down there. Well, say Deathclaw. Super Mutants versus Deathclaw, okay. Where's Mothheim? It's not far away, is it? It's over there. Okay, a bit further away than I thought. Him.
His enemies cannot hide. His foes cannot escape. All will face.
The OG cultist outfit is pretty good. This one. Ritual outfit, which I think I have somewhere. It's not quite this one, is it? There's got to be one more of you somewhere. You kamikaze it off the end, did you? Woody's dead, Dave. We're all dead. God damn it. Always one. Just need that one more, don't you? More in the woods behind here that I'll go after. Which one's a cool camp build? I'm sure if that was a loading screen or something else you're referencing there, feline. I probably wasn't paying enough attention myself. Somewhere down here. See it further. Oh, there it is. There it is. You have been chosen. Sadly, not for you, not by the Mothman. I suppose that's supposed to be a sacrifice. Oh god, there's meat on them bones. That's quite cool, actually. I didn't really notice that. That's actually cooler than I noticed. I wonder if you can... You can actually build here. This would be a really good place to do a cultist camp. You want to go for a really beaten up rustic kind of one. A really, really basic, as opposed to going for a fully built up church. This would be a good location to do it. Just south of Blake's Offering by the river there. I need 30 insects. That's a lot of insects. There isn't a good option here, really, is there? From the burrows. One red rocket in the background. I don't know. Put head send. I can't remember. There's over 200 camp builds in my playlist now. So remembering, if I don't see it in the moment, I don't really think about it. Remembering is a challenge these days. A lot of numbers. To go insect hunting in the bunkers in the mire. Oh, interesting idea. I've got a couple of ideas. There is a concert hut up here. There. It's got a few ticks in it. I'm not over encumbered. My action points should be coming back like ridiculously quickly. Yeah, I thought that might reduce the numbers a little bit. My next stop's going to be here. It was one of my Christmas builds that I didn't mind so much, that one, but it was not massively Christmassy, so don't like my Christmas builds. I've never been happy with them. Didn't get in the window, it shouldn't matter. It did not. Long grenades though. Do something about that in a minute. Come on. I'd draw a sword faster than that if I had no arms. It's almost exactly halfway between these two locations, isn't it? How dare, you should be dead. Let's go here because it's nearer, and then I'll save myself a cup of tea. I think I quite like the lighting in the mire, I have to admit. Can I find this place without getting lost again? Probably can. On the back side of this hill. Or a hill, which kind of differentiates the edge of the mire from Savage Divide, I think, if you climb the hill. When you first arrive in the mire, it tells you that you're going to need a gas mask or something to deal with the toxic air. But you don't. Unless that's... No, you just don't, do you? It's a bit of a pity. I think more environmental stuff like that could have been more interesting. Would have been interesting, perhaps. Might be a better word for it. Definitely missed opportunities there. Any bunkers in particular stand out to you, Andrew? Because I definitely need another 12 insects to murder. Middle left. So like Carson or Ella Ames. It's not much in Ella Ames's, don't think. Carson. Alright, let's try Carson's. I think I've been in there in about a million years. So. Yeah, the centre of the ash heap. That definitely does at least trigger a little bit with the environmental hazards, but they are a bit minor. Don't really achieve much. And once you're a ghoul as well, like, doesn't matter anyway, because it's just a disease hazard, really, and you don't get any. Well, I could be wrong on that. I believe that didn't connect. Well, I think the Carson's place didn't do so well, did it? I don't remember it being quite so burnt out, though. If that's a new thing, or if it always was burnt out. This is mourning his family. I'm looking for a bit more of an explanation as to what happened here. Corner of the kitchen. It's a very particular piece of information, that, Andrew. I think that's everybody. Your red roach spot. Yeah. So, speaking of radridge spots, any negative effects aren't really an issue. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the diseases looked like they were initially meant to be something that was actually a problem, or having impact, but they dialed back the survival mechanics before they even launched the game, and then when the game did come out, they just kept on dialing it further and further back. Travel on foot. 15 what? I don't know, but apparently we've done it. This is a spot that you're actually sent to when you need rad roaches. One of the reasons I've come here. Really just one left. Damn, it really is, isn't it? Okay, let's go Dolly Sods. It's annoying, but Dolly Sods would be a good place. Yeah. I like that they tried to do something new in this game originally, but yeah, it has not evolved into something that's seems to be a great deal of joy, I'm sorry to say. I do like, to be fair, give credit where it's due, what they've done with the easing up of the building system. On the whole, there's a few bits from Fallout 4 I wish we had in this game, primarily the ability to sink stuff into the floor a bit more easily. Come on, it's robbed there. But on the whole, things like free placement and is a good addition. The changing the menu over to the new menu, that didn't go as well as one might have hoped. Really hasn't made that much of a difference. Still just a nightmare to find anything in it either way. But free placement is definitely useful. I need one more event. Something I can actually do comes up as a Red Scorpion Horde, but I'd really rather not. I think it may be a winner. Oh, no, wait, we've got drop collection in Watoga. Let's go do that. It's easy. See what, that scratch the cat gave me on my finger is actually really unusually taking a long time to close up properly and heal. Normally when I get scratched, it's like heals in a couple of days.
There is another trouble spot.
Cat scratches do anyway.
Any
But
capable men and women should proceed to the designated location.
there we go.
That is all.
This one is deep and quite painful. I hadn't realised how much so. Some will like it and some will don't feel like. That's fair enough. I get what they were going for, and I'm not going to argue with the idea that the building menu did need an overhaul. I actually brought that up with John Rush myself the day I met him the first time. And he mentioned, although it was like a very, very long time ahead of them actually publicly announcing it, and I couldn't say anything at the time, that they were beginning work on a much needed overhaul to the building menu. And yeah, I get what they tried to do. It just, for whatever reason, I know some of those reasons, but not all of them, it's ended up being just as confusing to find anything to me. So, like, they tried, fair play on that, but it's just not quite done it.
Connection established. Additional connections required.
Like, some of it is, some of the problems the new menu has is, this is going to sound like a jab where it really isn't. It's because it's been put together by the developers. Actually, this is somewhere I want to be. I must remember I need to go up there. The developers don't think the same way players do, unsurprisingly, because the way they look at the back end of the game is not the same way we look at the front end. And the upshot of that is you wind up with stuff like display items being listed as storage, which they really aren't. Nobody in the right mind is looking for display items under storage until they realise that the devs consider it storage, even though it's not. It's a decoration item, not a display item, not a storage item. It's bananas. But But because it connects to your stash box, that's why it's in there. But that's dev brain, that's not player brain. Stuff like that, but some of the other choices are just plain weird. So, I'm glad they made an effort to try and sort that out, because it did need doing, but not there yet on that particular point. But like I say, the addition of free placement, I was not initially sure about that, as to whether or not I wanted it, is, you know, limitations force creativity, so they force you to get creative more to the point. So I wasn't immediately in favour of removing the restrictions, but it turns out I'm actually okay with it.
Welcome to the Watoga Civic Center.
Warning. Hostile forces detected. Resource drop locked. Immediate elimination required.
Either arse having popcorn. I think. What about the attracted creatures? I would do if you tell me what they were. That was the goals. I thought it probably was going to be. Oh dear. Your sword broke. Oh, my plasma cutter. Have you pre-changed main camp? You might be surprised to find there's actually a bit more budget if you haven't checked, Andrew, than there used to be. There's one of the weird side effects of the changes they made was more building budget. It wasn't like a goal, I don't think. At least not an official one, anyway. But whatever they changed somewhere did give you about 5% more budget. Maybe a bit more than that, maybe 10%. It was definitely more, anyway. Shelters really don't do it for me. Shelters have an even worse version, to my mind, of the problem that camps do, which is not enough budget to allow you to build something of a good size and decorate it. Which is really, really frustrating. Check a lot, not much more, yeah. Well, that might have something to do with the stuff you've got in your camp as well.
Automated mining services welcomes you.
I can't find what I need down here before I go up the lifts and stuff.
Our receptionist. Welcome to AMS.
Receptionist looking a little thin.
AMS is here for you.
Just to say skeletal. Yeah, I'm not surprised to check a lock, to be honest, but just on the off chance, I thought I'd mention it. You know, costs nothing, does it? Is this where I want it to be? No. Does it matter? No. That's fine. Stop looting the bloody place. It doesn't matter. I hear the sounds of a kitty cat. Must be 9 o'clock just after. I mean, she's had her dinner. See what I'm up to. The Nuka-Cola Cranberry I'm not going to find right now, and I'm not going to worry about it. Unless there's any in my camp. Somebody, a certain furry friend of mine down there, has had a very good day today. Lots of an attention, and she got afternoon snack twice today because Mrs. and I didn't tell each other that what we were doing. She got fed twice. She was not complaining about that. And then she got lots of attention after that as well. It wasn't really her fault. I mean, she gets lots of attention either way, but, you know. Yeah, she's had a good day. Yeah, definitely a few bits of scrap there, aren't there? And I need some grenades while I think about it, so I'm going to do that while I remember. Old school Fallout music. Very briefly used a single action revolver when the update came out. It was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. To be fair. Let's grab some extra camera film while I'm there, shall I? Right. I don't think I managed to pull off many of the event ones. A couple of them. Scrap steel and running around. I don't think I'm going to go around with this. I mean... Crafting Psycho, just stuff like that. It's just too much of a hassle. Bags of chlorine. I feel like I should know where to find bags of chlorine. Let's have a look at what's actually in the season pages, shall we? Change the tunes over so I don't have issues. Now, which is not quite as obsessive in its DMCA, but the next one I can unlock is improved bait. Don't care about that. I don't think I care about that either. Not really. There's the bow, but the bow is VATS only, and that's just kind of terrible. The Don Pedro stuff I wouldn't mind. Is it worth faffing around to get there? Don't know. Don't know that it is. And then there's the love poems. Kind of wouldn't mind that. Yeah, most of the stuff I really don't care about. The Don Pedro stuff I wouldn't mind. Other than that, I'm not interested in anything. That's maybe worth trying to get, though, the Don Pedro stuff. Is there anything in the Blood and Rust season that I have not picked up that I want? Probably there is. Yeah, I mean, there's the atoms, which I generally do last anyway. Let's have that. The cats look awfully like they're whittled from a block of wood by somebody with a blunt knife. Rush towards any of the other stuff, am I right now? I'll have. Anything camp related I'll pretty much take on general principle. This is where we've got to, is it? Do I need... Page 10, I need one more rank and I'll be able to get this stuff. Good stuff in there that I want. Is there another, I don't think there's another boost to my rate of getting score on there. Now, I mean, there is a few bits that I do still want to pick up here. Oh, show. I shall have to ponder how I feel on that. Another thing I want to just quickly take a look at is the community calendar, which I haven't done in a couple of days. Where is it? Community calendar, season 23, there we are. Blow that up, now I can actually see it. So it is the start of February. So there's double XP weekend of the 12th, which is next weekend, isn't it? Yeah, next Thursday's double XP. So that's worth diving in and grinding out a load of stuff on. Double score last weekend, but I missed that because I was not interested. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have to take advantage of that double XP weekend and grind the living daylights out of it, I think, next weekend. The scripts up, yeah. Hunch, I suspect early March is when they're planning. Actually, that's not a terrible time for Big Bloom, is it? Yeah, Fashion Act is the same weekend, isn't it? Fashion Act starts just after double XP. Okay, there we go. Place for the church and the woman and a dog. Flatwoods? 6 at Silver Homestead and the shed where you start the event. Silver Homestead, I know that name. Yes, no wonder I know it. Let's go and have a look. Three in a wheelboat and I rode by the pool at Overlook Cabin. Overlook Cabin, I think I know that one as well, maybe, but I'm not sure. You know, it's public service. Because you're not getting you the camp. Yeah, that is slightly annoying. I don't load into public service enough for it to be an issue, but it is annoying when it happens. What did you say? It should restart the event. I see, yeah. Brooks, yeah, that's definitely not this game. It's not actually a bad frontage to that barn, is it? In terms of environmental design and stuff. Here are you, boys. There we go. That was 5. Couple of good bits there. I don't mind nabbing one of them here as well. Locals are a bit ornery, aren't they? There's number 6. I did wonder. See if they're crazy and there's actually 7. No, but there's actually quite a lot of duct tape, so I don't mind. Overlook Cabin. Now, is that where I think it is? No, it's Ultimaker Cabin. Don't actually know where Overlook Cabin is. Nope, I can't bloody remember. Hang on a minute. Let's just look that up, shall we? Ahem, excuse me. Give me a bit of picture than that, for the love of. You guys aren't that bloody good. Well, oh, there, oh, I've got you. Yeah, okay. Somersville Lake. Which is over here. Actually, a fast travel point I use fairly semi-regularly if I'm building along that edge of Somersville Lake. By the pool and Overlook Cabin, that makes sense. It's the same place you're talking about, isn't it there, Andrew? Thank you very much, guys. Do appreciate. This is like this. Do tax the old memory once in a while. If your breathing is not appropriate, even when you're not got a telephone there, hon. So, pop it. Cool. Stop shooting me, just leave me alone, I don't care. Leave me alone, I'm doing arbitrary bullshit so they can build arbitrary bullshit. Well, actually arbitrary bullshit on the building front, but... Oh, there's the pool. Somewhere out here. There it is. There's a couple. Nice. Wonderbra. Excellent. Somebody drowned in the shallow end from the look of it. Cool. Don't think there's anything else I'm just of enough desire to do. No, I don't think so. Nah. Ooh. I feel like I should, but I also feel like I don't want to. Got enough time in grinding for that, like next weekend. I might actually make a bit of progress, but it's kind of the epitome of what I don't want to do in this game. One on the ground as well. Don't need it, but as long as I know where it is. Yes, there is. Kind of blended into the colour of the environment there. Toxic soot flowers are, but they're just soot flowers in the Toxic Valley, I guess. But then there's another goopy thing I need for crafting Psycho, which I can't remember. It's way too much. Bleh. Not fun. Anyway, I'm gonna get rid of that. Rid of that. So I think what I might do now. Yeah, I walked away from this because it's not a very good storyline, and I was so bloody annoyed, to be honest. What's under for hire? I mean, I don't care about it. Yeah, I got so bloody annoyed with it. It's not a very good storyline, but I might do it for a bit, just cause, you know, because we blasted through everything. We need something to do for a bit. And I'll do it on public servers, I think. That way, if either of the events in Burning Springs come up, I can jump in on them with other people, because I could just about tolerate that. Just about. I think that's going to be the thing to do, isn't it? And that'll fill up a bit of time. However, I need a bathroom and another drink first, so I'm going to do that. So, in probably... Oh, good God. There was a shadow on the floor, and I thought it was the cat, and I thought I'd just run over her with my chair. But she's actually on the sofa, it's fine. Ooh, small heart attacks. Yeah, in less than 5 minutes, I will be back, and we'll press on and do some other bits and pieces. So, do that for a minute. Yeah, we'll see if we can't bash through a chunk of the Burning Springs story. Maybe even stop by and get some of those Braxo things turned in, maybe, possibly. But, yeah, I need to run off to the bathroom first, so we're going to do that. Yeah, Cryo Free's not working is kind of sucky. My plasma cutter, my sword that I'm using at the moment, has cryo on it, so that's obviously not going to be working properly either, so the damage will go up even more on Monday, actually. The update is due for that. Anyway, yeah, sub 5 minutes while I run to the bathroom and grab another drink. Yeah, won't be long. See you in a minute, folks. If you need to nip to the facilities, now is the opportune time. There's my BRB button. I couldn't see for the looking then. Right, won't be long. Guess who's back? Back again. Please do, in fact, tell a friend. But hopefully not shady. Anyway. I need to start the game again because I switched it off because I want to reload my... Well, I wanted to switch worlds, didn't I? So I decided to shut the whole game down because apparently that's the thing that I do. Because normally when I do it, I'm reloading my private world. But yeah, thank you, thank you. I successfully have Guinness. It is not particularly spectacularly well poured, but that's what happens when you get it out of a can, isn't it? It's never going to be the best. Still, compared to the alternatives. Right, roll. What have we got? I'll look into that later. Nothing much now. Excellent Star Trek reference. One of Next Gen's best episodes there. Episode's called Darmok, if you're curious. From like season 4 or 5, somewhere around about there. It's quite a way through the run, but it's absolutely fucking belter of an episode. Really good one. As is usually the way with Next Gen episodes, the best ones are the thinkers. And that one definitely was a thinker. Right, we should be on a server that has other people on it. Ah! There's people in my game! That's fine. And they're doing safe and sound, which I could go and do actually, but no, fuck it, I don't care enough. Every time I do that, I get naff all anyway. Should have a look at the rewards at some point, see if I've got them all. I don't think I have, but might makes right. Yeah, we want to do that one, don't we? Should be active already. It is active already. Right, let's go to Highway Town. Main entrance. Cool. How we doing, great? Yeah, good chunk of the gang's here. Oh, I haven't already said this, and that is a major oversight on my part, for which I do apologise. Thank you all for making the jump over here, especially on a weekend, but in general. I do appreciate it very, very much. I should say that. I appreciate you being here every time, but you've had to make extra effort today, and that goes so you get double appreciation points. But yes, I am grateful. Give yourselves a big pat on the back and have a beer. Or whatever beverage suits you. I assume we're going to find a dead butthole. Yes, we are. There we go.
We need to talk.
I still think he looked more runty in the PTS, but anyway. Eugene!
Glad to see you're no worse for wear than you already were, anyway. Let's talk.
Is that a Google reference? Is that a reference to my face? Otherwise, I'm going to make yours look like this, and I'm not going to use rads. Did you kill Ron? That man was helping make a name for himself. Should I just ignore Ron's dead body over there?
Of course not. Go and report this to the local police. I'll wait while you go find a telephone. Or we can speed things along and get down to what really matters.
Yep, Jazz has got the short one with the funny letters. I think most people you should recognise, to be honest, Graham. Most names are very similar.
Lady luck.
How did you get out?
Me, I guess. Hell of a story for some other time.
Yeah, of course it is.
You've seen how things are out there. Ohio is a mess. It would be a mess even without the Rust King terrorizing it, and yet he is. Believe me when I say that you and I are not the only ones with a score to settle.
You got held there, Jazz.
Do something about it. I don't want to overstrain you, so let's make it a nice and easy yes or no question. Would you like to take the Rust King down?
Yeah, Wayne's close as well, aren't you? Bits are similar. Go against the Rust King with what army? You don't strike me as a violent type. I'll bite. What are you planning? Somehow you don't strike me as a violent type.
That's why I asked if you were interested, instead of saying, watching me dismantle the whole thing on my own.
Yeah, well, I can't say as I'm bothered there, Jazz, but yeah, technically speaking, yeah, not very surprisingly, I did slightly get caught by the sensors. Twitches, I think, there. If I have a look at that and see if I can maybe adjust the intensity of those settings, because I'm not that bothered. Context is what matters more to me than the particular choice of language. As long as it's not excessive, you know. Okay, what you got in mind?
Planning is the right word. If we're going to dismantle an operation like that, we'll need to be smart about it. If you need a breather, go get it. Then come talk to me. There is much to discuss.
Yeah. What do I get for that? Some atoms? Yeah, nice. Don't mind about that.
Yourself at home.
I won't say no to atoms. Which is definitely true. You can calibrate them. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going through every swear word I can think of and whitelisting it. That's probably pushing it, but I might dial down the aggressiveness of it.
You ready to talk?
How do we go against someone as strong as
It's
that?
not a matter of how, it's a matter of why. Because he's so strong, he has to go. This place would be better for it.
I do agree on pretty much most of those things, but not just because he's strong, it's because what he does with his strength that's the problem. This is the first time anybody's bought any of my stuff in frickin' ages, because I haven't been on a public server in about 1,000,000 years. So I'm not complaining about that at all. I am going to go and, hang on, just check my financial situation, though. I'm alright.
You ready to talk?
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't about to hit max caps already. Didn't think I was, but... yeah, let's take him down.
Good. Looks like you don't need a pep talk from me, then. Let's get straight into it. To go against someone like that, we need more people. There's 3 of them in the surrounding area that are notorious for killing his men. Lucky for you, one of them is right here in Highway Town. Head down to the underbelly below. There's a room at the far end with an American flag. Inside, an intercom will ask you for a password. It's Brahmin.
Password? Intercom? Bit much in it. Yes, but...
Don't forget it. But I'll be here, just in case you do.
I really hope he mocks the crap out of you if you forget it and go back to him. I would. You're down there.
It's not safe outside of town. The Rust King's thugs are everywhere these
You need a
days.
fix to get you through another day?
What? You looking for a handshake or something?
Something.
If I don't pay off my debts, I might need to raise prices.
Moose. There's a moose loose about the house. Somewhere. Yep, that's an American flag. Well, yeah. If I remember rightly, didn't they change the American flag to be like that in the corner as opposed to the traditional stars? Specifically because they consolidated the states into commonwealths. I think that's reflecting each one of the commonwealths, isn't it? I think that's supposed to be the gist of it.
Password.
Blonde, badly Brahmin, never mind. Badly blonde Brahmin.
The door is unlocked.
Bethesda's filter for mod listings still blocks cockpit and Starfield mod names. Oh, wow. Wow, they F that one. What alternative word could you use instead of cockpit to describe the cockpit of a starship? Bridge, I suppose. But the bridge is the big open ones, really, isn't it? The cockpits are small ones.
Aren't you a freaky looking soldier?
Thanks.
I've been hearing a lot about you.
How do you want to see me? And you are. Shouldn't speak to me like that. What did you say? Freaky looking soldier, yeah, because I'm a ghoul. Okay. Shouldn't speak to me like that. Oh, I'm going to cry. No. We kick you in the nuts, maybe, but...
Some good listening skills you got there. The name's Moose. Anyone making any difference here is pretty rare. And someone as good a soldier as yourself, that's even rarer. And now you've got my attention. Eugene tells me you had the pleasure of meeting the Rust King. Him and his men lay waste to this land and bring fear to civilians. It's been up to me to free the people.
It does remind me of another character, actually, but, yeah.
Looks like we're two sides of the same coin, soldier. I've made it my mission to take out his patrols all over Burning Springs. You disrupt one for me, and I'll offer my expertise
Just one?
to Eugene's revolt.
It's alright, that's easy enough. I could do that. Why me? Barely know you. Tell me about yourself.
Before all this crap, I was a colonel in the war. I fought back the Reds, and God, I was good at it. But I got injured and shipped back here. Life was quiet. Now I'm the last remaining military personnel in this area. I do my best to keep the people safe, and the enemies in the ground.
Seasoned survivor outfit? I don't know, actually. Or military under outfits, isn't it?
I'm happy you're on our side. There's a large patrol a few clicks into Athens. Intercept them, take them out, and steal their supplies. Get them to Eugene. He'll know what to do with them.
So what we were talking about with Bethesda and their thing for cities that are not the full size, a few clicks into Athens, that should be several kilometres into a city. Plausible. Don't know if Athens is that big in real life. Get the feeling it's probably not, actually. But it sure as hell ain't that big in this game. Well, we could do the... Actually, while I'm here, we could do the Abraxadine thing while we're here as well, couldn't we? I think that's... Oh, that's... yeah, that's... inside the expedition, isn't it? It's Aquarium of the Atlantic. Radar patrols the way off that way. Yeah, let's go and whack them first, and then we'll do the office afterwards. There's a whole bunch of ghoulies down this way. I was expecting a gun to come out when I did that, and I'd forgotten I changed to the sword. Not that it's a problem. Yeah, get me up there. Oh, this lovely bug is still a thing, I see. There we are. At some point, I need to do a build here, because you can. The football field is a buildable location, despite being in the middle of town. It's quite cool. Oh yeah, it's up there, isn't it? I remember. Someone just saying hi ho there. No, it's... Rust raiders that are apparently dying somewhere.
Looks like they just weren't strong enough.
You sound like a lunatic. Some quite cool stuff in here. Some of the environmental design of this area is quite cool. Really screwed up some other stuff, but not the environmental design.
I need something to kill. Eyes open. I heard something. Down! You son of a bitch!
Right, it's the one actually dangerous person who's dead now. So I don't see anybody else around here at all, so... I didn't want your bloody hunting rifle. What do I want that for? Alright. English football on an American football field. That would be a fun thing to do. No, I don't know what I'd do there. Probably something about a fortified settlement, but, you know. I'd also like to come up with something slightly more interesting than that. I mean, you couldn't do Diamond City because it's the wrong shape, but you might be able to do Rectangle City. Bit of chirp. Where's the chirp? There it is. Holy shit, I nearly missed there. Clicked 3 times there and the animation didn't play at any point. Although the damage still got inflicted eventually. Utterly bizarre in of itself. Eternal walking cane, eh? English football, different. What's duplicates? No, it's the same thing. It definitely means the same thing. Real football. Proper football, innit? I mean, you could argue rugby, but you'll really upset people if you start calling that a third type of football. There's the information plaque. Mr. Handy trusts a Baraxo for all your cleaning needs. You must have done a deal with General Atomic. Eugene, I found that phone.
Hey, who are you? How did you... Oh, you're
Boo.
one of those Jivet Shav people. You poor
A
wretched
what?
soul.
I'm a ghoul if that's what you're referring to. Don't need your pity. What's wrong? Never seen a ghoul before? Yes, I'm a ghoul if that's what you're referring to.
I can't say I envy you. Your condition looks painful, but you still haven't answered my question. What are you doing here?
Gaelic football. Yes, it's definitely the same thing. But there is a kind of ball, and you do apply a foot to it occasionally, so, you know. Briefcase with this return address, sign to supply, big up sign inside, got curious. Briefcase.
Another briefcase. Yes, that's perfect. Your skills might just be the answer to my prayers.
My skills? Help find something? What do you want? My skills? Not dying?
I have been searching Ohio far and wide for these Abraxadine chemical briefcases. They were used to store sensitive information, but are useless without a decryption machine. And that's why I'm holed up in this bizarre office. Bring me as many briefcases as you can find, and I'll be sure to make it worth your while.
Why do you want them?
My daughter Amrita worked for Abraxadine Chemical before the war. Something happened though, and she went missing without a trace. These briefcases are my only chance to find out what happened.
I mean, rugby's more similar to American football than it is to real football. But it's not that. It's kind of a superficial thing, really. Once you start including things like downs and effectively for having 4 teams on in a football match, American football, to specify, then it starts to become a lot less similar at that point. I don't know a great deal about American football, but I know vaguely enough to have at least some general idea of what the hell's going on when it's in front of me. Vaguely. Which made a big difference over not having a damn clue at all, but yeah. Not much, but a tiny amount. Why don't you go yourself? Because he's not hardcore.
As many as I can. But my old bones are starting to get the better of me. You have made an old man very happy. Remember, these cases are scattered all over Ohio, so you may need to look far and wide for them. Now, get out there and get searching.
Well, far, but not particularly wide. It's quite a narrow area, actually. Turn the briefcases. I have lots.
How goes your search?
Collectible quests. Search high and low for collectible quest items. Return to interested parties and uncover the story behind them. The tone of this kind of suggests that they might be planning to put another one in when they update Burning Springs with the rest of the story and so on. But I don't know. I've got to admit, like, I'm doing it because it's here and stuff, but I fucking hate this quest. There's so many of them to find all over the area, and it really limits the places you can build in. Like, because anywhere there's a briefcase, you can't put your camp, so it's maddening. Here's the next batch.
That's odd. This case has some extra items in it. Looks like we've got a key code and some coordinates to a cache of some sort. It could be useful. I'll mark it on your map.
Nice. Look, I returned quite a large number of them. I don't know how many. I've got 6 tapes. 7 tapes, apparently. Maybe more. 7, 8, 9, 10 tapes. I've got 10 tapes and a backpack of supplies. Don't know what I got for my trouble there, but... he did say something about a cache out there somewhere, didn't he? Which I don't think is marked on the map. Got a visitor. Wonderful. I need to go back to Eugene. So yeah, I guess we'll just go back to Eugene. Roll. Give me a tangible incentive to... yeah. There's something to be said for that. Though I do feel like a well-designed environment could do that anyway. And Fallout 4 is a good example of this. less. Some of the edge of that is worn off a little bit by the fact it's been around for as long as it has now. How old's Fallout 4 now? Over 10 years, isn't it? So, yeah, some of that novelty is worn off a little bit. But the first time you get out and start poking around the wasteland in Fallout 4, there's so much, like, there's just so much interesting stuff to find in there. Which, yeah, unfortunately Starfield didn't manage to pull off. It needed, that's one of the things it needed that it didn't get. I get that they tried to go big and it's really cool, but they just didn't pull it off, which is really sad because the idea should have been great, but yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? You don't try anything new, you don't get anything new, do you? So I am sympathetic to the struggles a bit with that one, but the same thing with the negative reaction that came when 76 first launched. A lot of that, not all of it, but a lot of it was down to the fact they tried something new in that multiplayer thing where the players are the NPCs instead of putting NPCs in. Didn't work out, but it was something different. A lot of people just didn't get it either, which is part of the problem. And then you add in the fact that a large subset of content creators and journalists simultaneously realised there was more money to be made by shitting on the game than there was by saying anything good about it. You end up with a bit of a perfect storm, really.
That sun's gonna
Don't get me wrong, I'm shitting on it a bit right now because I'm fucking pissed off with the direction they're going and what they're doing with it. But I've also been supporting the damn game for a long time, so I've come by my frustrations the honest route rather than they just wanting to cash in on the bandwagon route.
Hope you've got a present
Gripe,
for
gripe,
me.
gripe. Build restrictions are negotiable, are they? Yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't tried that many locations with the Abraxo cases in to build on, but the ones I have tried, it's been like, nope, you're not building anywhere near this spot. So, you know, maybe it's just the spots I've chosen, but still.
Thank you for doing that. Now you've proved your intentions with Moose, it's time to get the other two recruits.
I mean, you could kind of work around it, I suppose, but yeah. Why don't you do it?
I've got things to organize here. Anyway, I'm not all that keen to head out into the wasteland.
Yeah, given how ineffective in a fight this guy probably is, although he does have a combat shotgun right there, which I assume he just keeps handing to blow away anybody who steps through the door unannounced. It does beg the question just how weak was Runt if this guy managed to win the fight, because he's not much more intimidating than Runt was, really.
The first recruit is Leonard. He's known in the area for being a wild card, but rumor has it the guy took on a death claw once. He's holed up at the railroad service yard at one of the train cars. We're lucky he's normally on the move. We can't risk him moving again. Get to him first. After you've recruited the muscle, we need a sharpshooter too. An X-Raider and an expert marksman. Easily has the biggest kill count in the area. We definitely need her skills for this fight. Name's Magpie. Last I heard, she's held up at the old diner. Been there a while. She's going nowhere. Find Leonard first. I'll warn you though, these people won't do something for free. They'll expect something in return. Recruit both of them, and I'll meet you back here once it's done.
Okay, let's go and find Leonard.
Oh, you surprised me.
No, I didn't. You just shot me if I did. Stop by my camp, and then we'll go and find Leonard. I don't think there was too much stuff to drop off, actually. I think we got rid of most of it before, didn't we? Yeah. I could need to do some repairs. Some weapons probably do need some. Nice. Let's go find the fella. Bridge next to Super Duper Mart. Okay. Oh yeah, if you actually wanted to build on the Super Duper Mart, I wouldn't expect that, but it is also March location, so. That pond just north. One near the Red Rocket, one below Port Stephen. Well, below Port Stephen is where I am. Up here, there's a couple of spots over here I did actually look at, maybe. Including this pond up here, I think. But, yeah, a lot of it did not exactly, actually, am I in relation to... I think I am where I am here. A lot of it didn't really click with me. I'll have to see what I end up with in terms of prefabs and stuff before long, but there's a couple of possibilities for what my next build in this area might be. Don't trouble yourself, buddy. It's where I need to be, isn't it? Build a Super Duper Mart prefab across from Super Duper Mart. I've never wanted to use that prefab, you know. I've looked at it, but I just don't like it. Just, yeah. Don't vibe with it.
Damn, a feral. Or, huh? Why ain't you trying to bite me?
Come on, I'm not feral, just want to talk. I'm not a feral.
You should be careful sneaking up on people looking like that. What do you want?
Have you been
I do
swinging?
what I can. Move around a lot. Kill what I need to.
Need your help to kill a lot of
I'm
raiders.
not interested. I can't leave this place. I'm waiting. Waiting for my son. He's been gone a while, and I can't move until he comes back.
I assume that's supposed to be a kill count up there, but he doesn't really seem the type, does he?
Well, I'm gone. Or I find something I don't want to. Just find my own, and I'll do whatever you need me to.
Find him. Anything more you can offer? How will I know it's him? How will I know it's him?
He's young. Sweet boy. Dark hair, fair skin. He wears his mom's wedding ring around his neck, too. I wasn't expecting someone from a vault to help, but thanks. He used to head down southeast a lot.
Why not?
He'll probably be somewhere down there. And if you find, I'll kill any sumbitch who laid a finger on my boy.
It was the Rust King. You try out the Raider truck thing. I do want to give that a go at some point, yeah. Okay, see Starbucks across the road from Starbucks. Yeah, something like that. Tom Thumb stood next to a giant. Yeah. Right, he's down that way, isn't he? Five characters with 10 builds or 6. Well, I've got one character, and I keep cycling through them, but I'm kind of okay with it. Magical disappearing death claws. The disappearing I don't mind. Concerns more have to do with when they start reappearing, to be honest. Oh yeah, I remember. Somebody down here is moving house, aren't they? Yep. did not go well for young Owen, did it? To Madman. You kill us, we kill your son. This is a revenge, Madman. The raiders own you now. No, they're going to... He's going to hunt the ever-loving hell out of you and slaughter you. So apparently he had been killing raiders. Relocation of your home. Currently unavailable for use, really. Wow. So they are literally moving house. Not by choice, though, apparently. Although, this house looks like it should have an upstairs, but there's no stairs. I want to nitpick Bethesda, but I think it's a bit odd. Not even a loft hatch. Floating tent canopies. That would be annoying. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. You didn't check how big the tunnel was. Didn't really look at that, but yeah, that's not even going to go, is it? Take a photo location. Yeah. It's an interesting spot.
You were gone. Where's Owen? I'm done waiting.
He's been killed. Really sorry. He's dead. Sorry for your loss. We even now? Really sorry.
There's no way. No. Fuck. You're lying. How did he die? Tell me. Now.
Raiders.
Raiders. Of course it was raiders. I'm sick of them. Sick of them. I'll kill every last one of those goddamn raiders, especially the one they call King. I want my revenge now.
Slow down, not yet. Just wait here for now. Get ahead of yourself. Just wait here. Slow down.
What's so damn important to you I have to wait?
Chop shop. Another fighter still.
Another fighter? I don't need to fight alongside someone else. I do well on my own. Whatever you want, just make it quick.
Don't like him as a character, to be honest. He's just a little all over the place. I know he's supposed to be a bit crazy, but he just comes up as like inconsistent, and it's not quite right, I don't think. Starting to seem more like the type. He is a little bit, yeah. I assume he clearly did kill that many raiders. I mean, they tried to hunt down... They killed his kid because he killed a bunch of raiders, but... Still, Mothman Equinox... Do I want to do the event? I never get anything good for my trouble. Yeah, alright, let's do it. What I really want is the events in Burning Springs, but... Oh well. There's a lot of tally marks on that wall, for sure. Travel to the event location.
Children, listen well. 3 pyres have been placed throughout the Wise One's home. Their light is a vital catalyst to our ritual. The dim ones have attempted to contain our light. Destroy their minds encircling each pyre before we proceed. Each pyre is attended by a Wise One's observer. Only when the vines have been destroyed will the observers instruct you on your next task. Hurry now, children. His
Yeah, I think this whole
patience does not
storyline's not
run
particularly
as
strong,
deep
to be
as
honest,
his
Steve.
wisdom.
I'm not a big fan.
A fine start, but our work is far from complete. False prophets of the pretenders clamber throughout this sacred ground. Their threat corrupts our ritual. Their faint flickers must be stopped.
You will
Fill the streets with their foul idols.
I'm getting nothing for my trouble there. I'm getting very, very close to the point where I go, I'm done. Where's the bugger I shooting at me before? There's a totem of warding. There's usually one up here, isn't there? Where the fuck did that one come from?
The ritual sites have been prepared. The summoning shall commence once each of the pyres has been lit. Go, ignite the flames as I release the dust of our wise one into the air.
Right.
Ah, yes.
Ah! This person who bought a bunch of stuff from my camp.
It offers enlightenment.
I was actually thinking about whether or not to go for a Holy Fire build, but it's rather expensive in fuel, so I chose not to do it.
Now through his eyes, children.
Waterside, right?
The dust and
He doesn't sound very American, that's right. He doesn't sound very much of anything to my ear. But...
Let it soak into your throats. Let it show you the truth. But prepare yourselves, for the heretic Jin ones will be enraged by this vision. The reality of our wise one will send them into a frenzy. You must protect our sacred lights, the pyres, from those wretched fiends. Without the fire,
Not a bad event, this, but it does need some better awards that drop more often.
Invitation. The dim ones approach the church. Slay them, children. Offer no quarter.
Chop, chop.
Breathe in the dust. Let it guide you. Let it show you.
The heretics bring foul brutes with them. Let not your eyes deceive you. All you see before you must die. No matter its shape, man or beast, these twisted shadows all serve the will of the false one.
That person's name's Syphilis. Syphilis, okay. Syphilis with an accent then. That really doesn't improve it very much. Well, nobody else is... Well, there's one person here. But...
The foul dim ones are headed toward the waterside fire, children. You must protect it. These unwavering fools attack from all sides. Leave no pyre unguarded. Leave no heretic left standing.
At least one person who's just AFK down the up top there. Reared up and gave me the opportunity to hit him in the stomach then. Should be a bad thing really, but... You don't need the cultist blade, I know that. Someone's got far-flung fireworks on. No, it did drop, I just didn't see where. Okay, fine. Where are you? There you are.
Do you feel it? The rise
Get him.
draws near. Here waits our signal. Quickly, children, return to me upon the museum's rooftop. We must invite him to us to show him our love and our gratitude. Dance, sing.
Wise Mothman.
You have accepted our invitation. We are but meager insects before your intellect. Come, children. Allow the wise one to gaze upon you. Bask. Bask in his
Where is it? There it is.
infinite wisdom.
Do the thing. What did I get from my trouble? Apart from a crick in the neck. She got a couple of bits and pieces today that I'm not horrified to have. Nothing I'm excited about, like, but still. We'll take what we can get, can't we? Slicing my finger is so annoying. Right, find magpie. I do believe...
Violence is might, and might makes right. I can't die.
I think your blood that's just gushing out on that toilet floor might suggest otherwise. Right, is she down here? If you're down here. Lights, please. Thank you. Yay. Let's see the old server running at the usual speed. Can't disarm any of those. I'll go ahead and assume it is the server that's problem here.
You got some nerve coming down here, cannibal.
Excuse me, what? I'm not a cannibal.
Well, you're not a feral, that's for sure.
Oh,
If you're not one
dang
of
it.
those cannibals, then why are you here? Look, if I were you, I'd just leave. There's nothing worthwhile here.
He likes shooting raiders from very far away. I'd like you to do that. How do you feel? Words. How do you feel about fighting in the Summon Revolt? You keep coughing. You sick?
Sick of your bullshit. Sorry, bad joke.
Why are you down here?
Not my fault those cannibals took over. I moved in first, and I'm not leaving.
Right. How do you feel about fighting again this time in a revolt?
A revolt? I might have been a good fighter a while ago, but I don't do that anymore. Anyway, sounds like a one-way ticket to an early grave. If I'm not killed
Not
by
confined to the crib, but one you working. Yep. You see me in glorious kind of sort of high definition. I assume your TV is in higher definition than the stream actually is, but this is what it is. I mean, I'd assume it would be on YouTube as well, but we are down a peg because Twitch does have lower limits, but apparently it does more with it, so, you know. Anyway.
I got into some shady crap, okay? Now some creepy guys waiting for any sign of me out there. At best, I lose a few fingers. At worst, I go to an early grave. Either way.
Glorious middling definition, yeah, exactly. I mean, technically it's HD, but the seat of its pants.
Okay, hero. I owe a guy some money. He's some loan shark hiding out in an office in Highway Town. When I was trying to find some caps to pay him off, I found this old note that talked about a good chunk of them. But I couldn't journey that far. Not without help. Old me would have just killed him. But now, yeah, I'm not so sure. So, you find those caps, pay him off, and we're good. Got it? Yeah, here's a note. I'll be waiting here for when you're back. Hi.
Nice. Crazy guy's night. Those thieving craps tried to take my caps, tricks on them, I put them in a new place. Reminder of new place. Where these people go together, bad people admit bad things to nice person. Building with big tower and ring bell. So a court. What reminder, I forget where caps were. Dum-dum. Under the middle table. Ring building.
Hi.
That's got to be in Athens, hasn't it? I don't think I actually need to leave here. I could have just fast traveled from down there, but I'm playing too much Fallout 4 and now I can't remember this stuff, apparently. Just completely misread chessboard as cheeseboard, and now I kind of wish it was a cheeseboard. And the caps. Oh, it's a... Yeah, I got caught out of that, not church. Okay, fair enough. Did I read big building with a bell on it where bad people go to tell good person about the things they've done? I mean, yeah, if it's a Catholic church, I suppose. Although, I feel like a court is probably more accurate. You know. Bad people telling bad people what they did, really, otherwise. Well. Universal, anyway.
Shedding us of weaklings.
Killing is a weakling, she says, and is immediately the next person to get chopped. I thought it was a sleeping bag, it's not. And the middle... Okay, that's not quite what I was expecting, but okay. Fine. Up to the loan shark. Let's go. Do a number on a good shot. Yeah, that thing bored right now. I know that word, but it doesn't seem to want to come out of my mouth. Nope. I was going to have another crack at it then, but my brain's just like, that's just not happening, is it? Not today. Today is not your day, son.
Welcome.
Shark's Loans. For when your budget bites back.
You smell that? Smells like freedom.
You don't look particularly intimidating.
But it's home.
Care to earn some caps?
He's a loan shark?
No, I really don't like that name. It sounds so, predatory. The name's Gregory. What can I do you for?
Let's pay Maggie's debt.
Oh.
Magpie's debt, even.
Not surprised Magpie sent a little lackey. Well, I won't complain. Caps are caps. Well, if I'm honest, I really was looking forward to seeing her pretty face.
Welcome back, Henry.
She owes me a good amount. You willing to pay in full?
How much we're talking here? This should cover it.
An easy transaction. Glad we could work it out so diligently. But, this doesn't cover the interest she owes me. Can you pay that too?
Yeah, that's very true, Gray. Chapter interest, not paying your interest. Tempted to just butcher the lot of them. How about I give her a stern warning instead? Tempting as well, but I haven't got the charisma for it. 60 caps, who cares?
Thank you very much. You give Magpie my best, yeah? So much. Yeah. She's a free woman now.
And so we shall.
Athens is a mess now. Might as well just be called ambush. Easy to get swarmed in those ruined streets.
No. I can see a cat just around the corner of my screen. She's sitting there licking her paw. It's very adorable. Mind you, just about everything she does is adorable, as long as it's outside the litter box, anyway. If she does in the litter box, definitely ain't so adorable. What are we drinking? Guinness. It's the weekend. And therefore the rules change or something. Yeah, it's a safe choice. Not the best when it's out of a can, but still better than a lot of the other options. And Eugene's down here, huh?
About you, hero.
Sneaky fella, isn't he?
Any good news?
How are you do? How
I
did you
know
get
my
here?
way around. Escaping a big green tyrant will do that for you. Magpie here tells me you were helping her out with a little debt issue. Is the issue solved?
No, Spike. You don't get to just act all jolly now. I know what you're like. And I do not appreciate
Spike,
you waltzing
huh?
in here acting like a changed man.
Changed man, huh? You want to be spelling this one out, buddy?
I am a changed man. My raider days are far behind me. I'm not that person anymore. Look, did you help her or not?
Didn't like him, so killed him. Your dad's played off.
He's not going to be waiting for me anymore?
What did I tell you? They always
We shouldn't
help
be,
out.
but
No kidding. Eugene filled me in on the details of this revolt. Look, I'm not opposed to helping. It's time I do something good, for once. It's what my brother would want. You'll all probably die without me there anyway. But I'm not happy about working with a liar like Eugene. I'll see you in the kingdom, hero.
I'm glad you could help Magpie. She'll be a great addition to the fight. How'd it go with the other guy?
No, we don't get to talk until we address the
I
Spike
get it.
thing.
It's a lot. Let me ease your mind. I used to be a raider, like Magpie. Not for the green guy, of course. But I did things.
Bet 50 caps that there'll
Bad
be a
things.
dust storm
Things
tomorrow.
best not talked about.
If I had them.
I don't want you to think I'm my past. I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah, that's what they all say. When there's a gun pushed up against the head.
Great. 2 strong fighters. This is an easy win for us, friend. Exactly what we need. You did a great job.
There's a
The
little,
final part of
no,
our
like
plan
nowhere
is
near
done.
enough, to be
We
honest.
need someone to infiltrate the arena and keep the king busy. It's obvious, but you're the best person for the job. I get the feeling he's real interested in you. So chances are he won't kill you on sight.
Tell me more.
You're thorough. I can respect that.
How do I distract him?
Talking should be enough. God knows he loves the sound of his own voice.
Where will you be?
I'll be creating a distraction. You just focus on the arena.
What happens when you get in there and
I guess that depends on the king. Whether he wants to step down willingly or not. Be prepared to fight. I don't know if he'll leave so happily. Good. Let's continue.
okay.
I was hoping you'd say that. This is the key that helped me escape the kingdom. This time, you'll use it to get back in. It unlocks an old maintenance door in the service pipes that lead right up into the factory. Get into the arena and talk to the king. While you do, we'll break in. Good luck.
Nice. The challenge done. What do I get for my troubles? Couple of good things. Mounted Deathclaw Matriarch head. Rust Raider heavy outfit. And the rest settles. Well, it seems we're on the last quest now, and it's not that long. We might as well blast through it. Oh, I may nip to the bathroom first, because, yeah, we've started now, haven't we? Be wise. Don't think I've got much stuff to drop off. A bit more than I thought, though, to be fair. Suggest I've got some Legos to get rid of. I think I already know how to craft everything from a radium rifle. It's a bit academic anyway, as soon as they don't do enough. They were barely able to do enough damage before, in fact, and now they definitely won't. Do you like my little camp here? I don't know spend how little time I spend inside. It's kind of a pity, but many more camps up on the YouTube if you would care to check them out. Link down below. I'm going to run over to the bathroom, which is like a metre and a half that direction, so won't be long. Yeah, and then we'll go and Not an insurrection against the Rust King. Is it an insurrection when he's a raider rather than any kind of legitimate authority? Probably not. But anyway, I'll stick some tunes on, but that should probably do for now. Won't be but a moment. And we return. Anybody play Fallout 4 on PlayStation? Looking for decorative mods. Well, there's a whole bunch of poster stuff that's out there. USO obviously has an absolute ton of base game decoration stuff in it, so if you don't have USO and you're on PS4, then you definitely want that. I would 100% recommend that. Not least of all with the mod dev currently being in, well, I don't know if Andrew's still hanging around, but was hanging around earlier. Other than that, have a rummage through the... Oh, you are still there, Andrew. Good, good. Have a rummage through some of the other mods I've got on my Fallout 4 playthrough. There's a few bits in there.
We are his iron fist.
You are his rubber cock. That's what you are.
Shit.
Yeah, shit is about right. Hate being assigned patrols with Death Claw guys. One of these days, those wild beasts are going to turn on them and kill us. Just wait and see. Yep. That is a picture to take there. It's just going a bit darker than I'd like it to, but doesn't mean I can't fix that with a little editing. We are, yeah, it was like, oh, whack. One hit with my sword and it's just like, bleh. Yeah. Hard as a bag of feathers, that person. This is some excellent design work, by the way. Environmental design. if that's salvageable or not. It's darker when the... Come on, let's go. Sword to sword, buddy. Let's see what you got. Buckle. That's what you've got. And then the cat bowls. Apparently he's making cat food in there. Initial grunt hunts will have a 1-star rating. Unlock complete grunt hunts to absolutely nothing until Monday when they fix the bug. Minor musings. Looks like I'll die in here. Can't go any further. Took a wrong turn and the damn deathclaw attacked me. I'm bleeding up. Managed to crawl away and lock the door behind me. Can't feel my legs anymore. Danny was right. Maybe I should try tunneling my way out of this place. There's nothing but death in here. I can hear a voice in my head saying, "Told you so." Well, I'd be happy if anyone ever finds this note. Please give my belongings to Alex. Still owe 20 quid, 20 caps for the shovel. Danny, I'll be back to haunt you, Steve. Nice hat there, Steve. There is the, what's it called? Clutter creation. Yeah. With potty ponds. Yeah, you're thinking the same thing I am, actually, there, Andrew, I think. So, that'll work. Yeah, that's not a bad way of doing it as well. Workshop decorations back. Yeah, there's a good list there. OC decorator is definitely worthwhile for doing junk decoration. Can recommend. Did you not go the way I was hoping it would? A few less death claws are not a bad thing, so. Heck. If I hadn't got my legs crippled there, I'd have been fine. Yeah, grab a pen, V-Line. Hang on a minute. I'm supposed to be downstairs. I'm guessing this way. Excuse me, I just need my revenge on the deathclaw that just fell through the surface of the earth. Anyway. Brain's like, where's the quick save key again? Stash boxes, bunch of ammo in case you need it. Don't really know why. Get to the arena. Is there a tennis player here? They might be able to see me, don't you? Reach the Rust King. Fell down a hole. No, there's Eugene.
Nice of you to finally show up. I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. Seems our friends couldn't quite cut it in here.
Magpie Leonard Moose, what happened here?
You mourn vermin. These are his conquests.
You really did this? I don't suppose he did, but anyway.
I wanted to show the king that all you need to do is kick over a few rocks to make the worms crawl out.
Tell me why, those were our allies, didn't like them much anyway. Tell me why you did this.
Maybe you haven't figured it out yet, but I used you. You were my prey and my bait. I simply sowed the seeds, planted ideas of revolution to coax insects out of the woodwork. You rounded up the roaches and sentenced them to death. Now the king knows how good I can be by his side.
Well, he already had one person on his side who was less skilled with weapons and more skilled with words, so you'd think you'd have figured it out already, but I suppose you need to kind of prove that you have those skills as much as any other kind of skills. I thought you had escaped. No, I didn't. He just betrayed him, so you're working with them.
Don't you understand anything? I had to prove I was worth something first, just like you. You weren't in this little test alone. The Rust King pitted us against each other. He wanted to see who had the appetite to help rule his wasteland. After the king laid down the gauntlet,
Well, I guess Eugene doesn't need a head, does he?
Root out potential problems, while making you do all the legwork. All for your good friend Eugene. Ha! Couldn't go around by my old raider named Spike, could I? Those do-gooder idiots would have sniffed me out and ruined everything. I think all this hard work has earned me a place at the top. Don't you, my king?
You don't speak for me. You forget that I have eyes and ears everywhere. I have seen your
Custom vanilla assets. I think I tried that in the past and ended up not using it much.
You were the one to lure those out of their dens. I'm less pleased to see you waste your efforts helping the weak. Your road is still paved in blood, even if your intentions were pure. I know who you really are.
It's just why their corpses. I didn't actually, so. Oh, they're either side, aren't they? Yeah, they're all on the spikes there. I see. Never kind of picked up on that. Don't want any part of this. I did the hard work. I deserve to be champion. Eugene can have the job. Don't want any part of this.
See, King, this fool has a soft, weak heart. I was made for this role. There's no competition.
Enough. My arena awaits you both. Warrior, you will show me that you are not weak prey. This is your final chance to impress me. Don't waste it.
One person I want to kill is a ghost. You're not going to be around for long when this ridiculously speedy Yule just zips around and slowly slaughters everybody. Ooh, you managed to get a stagger off. Nice. We'll get another one. More? Okay. It was annoying there, I couldn't see him. So I'm pretty sure I killed that one already. Might have been a bad play. Chop, chop. Anybody else want some? Apparently so. Take down the matriarch before she gets involved too much. So we make our way through the crowd. Alright, anybody else? Or are we done now? Finally we're done. There's quite a lot of guys to kill there. Definitely quite a few to kill. One left that I know of, wherever Eugene's got to. Whew. Oh, he's out. Can I kill him now, please? Won't take long.
For what's to come, I need a conqueror. You, champion. Your resolve is firm. Now, we must deal with this mutt.
You should kill him. He isn't disposed. Might be twisted to show mercy. I mean, I had enough, Eugene. Oh, I'm killing him.
Fine, bring it on.
He is yours. Don't waste too much.
I have a debt to settle.
I hate liars. I despise.
And yet, his second in command is basically one of them anyway. The lady who lured us in the first place. God, that's over. Deserve what he got. Shouldn't have killed him. Titus murder. Deserve what he got.
You think like me? I'm glad.
Yeah, no, I just don't like being stabbed in the back.
What made you follow that weakling's plan? Was it monetary gain? Or was it your bloodlust?
I wanted to help him. Rewards, violence. Want to take you down.
And do you still feel that way? I've treated you fairly.
You're a piece of shit.
You were willing to betray me.
You've not earned a shred of loyalty from anyone. Don't want to be a friend or ally. Change your mind. Want to be a warrior. Still want to take you. Still going to take you down.
Your determination interests me.
I disagree.
But now is not the time to demonstrate it. Now that Eugene is dealt with, I'll answer your questions. Then, you will leave.
No more questions. Let's get on with that. Do I work for you now? What are your plans now? So you were aware of the revolutionists. Why didn't you tell me you were making Eugene my competitor? What are your plans now?
Plans are for schemers. I rule what I see. I will kill what I want, when I want. I continue to forge my
You must have a plan.
For whatever may come. You are part of that.
I could just kill him. Kill him right now. Be in line with his own philosophy. So, yeah. It's kind of annoying that you can't because they want to shoehorn in another story that's probably no better than the ones they've put in recently, because this one's shite as well.
No. If I had known that Eugene planned to stifle
what can you do?
I would have killed him from the start. I don't fear rebellion. I hunger for it. Let the strong rise up and face me. To hinder their potential is an insult to my strength.
You tested others?
No. The schemer came to my attention first. When I heard rumors of his wit, I sought a worthy opponent and had my men track him down. I told him to prove to me that his value outweighs that of any member of my army. His pathetic attempts to avoid a fight amused me. For a time, just as my patience ran thin, you arrived. A skilled warrior from beneath the earth. He must have assumed you'd be easy prey. Ha! It's clear he was a coward from the start.
Hmm. Not
That's
interested in being part of this
something
anymore.
for you to decide. As long as you breathe, you live
Would
in
be,
mine.
if they'd let me just stick a sword in the guy. No, he's artificially untouchable, because apparently decent writing is not the thing that they do anymore. Steel Rain, last decent story update. And even then, was only just. Why didn't you tell me you were making
He
YouTube
knelt
competitor?
at my throne after you left my arena. He claimed that he could prove himself to be a skilled hunter and wished to stalk his prey. It turned out to be nothing but sniveling cowardice. Yes, but this will not be our last encounter.
Would be if you weren't protected by artificial fucking bullshit, and actually I could stab you. You'd finish you right now. Not your champion. Using me next to you no better than Eugene. Yeah, okay, let's just done with all this. Want nothing more to do with you. Excited for what we'll do together. Want to be I'll be your eye to get what I want. No, I'm going to just like insult him in the most comprehensive way I can.
Watch your tongue. Don't compare me to such an insect. Soon we'll meet again, and you'll decide where you stand.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to put a decent story out, unfortunately. That's the way it goes.
You ever make. The choice of life or death is yours, champion.
Clonk. But I'm going to, well, when the next story comes around, we'll hopefully get the chance to face him again, or part 2 of this storyline, but pretty better than part 1, let's be honest. I like the idea that you're trying to take the Rust King down, building up an army to do that. I mean, they're kind of handcuffed by the shared world thing, because they can't give you choices that actually mean anything, because if it changes the game world, then anybody else who made the same choice as the different choice to you ends up having a problem. You know, change the fundamental nature of the game world. You can't necessarily do that. I mean, to a certain extent, maybe they could in the right situation, but on the whole, it would cause issues. Right. So notwithstanding the public events in the area, there really isn't much that I care to do in Burning Springs anymore. The rewards from the Abraxadine questline are really not that good, as far as I can tell. Certainly not very interesting to me, anyway. And then there's the grunt hunts and head hunts, the bounty hunting thing. The rewards from that are just legendaries and basically naff all else either, which is really disappointing too. So, what can you do? Really doesn't leave a lot of enthusiasm. Then you add how badly they've put the freaking combat setup together, with the enemies being spongy as hell. I stopped using my melee build because I was sick of how ridiculously easy it made combat. You just run up, wail, done, and often less than that, one hit done. It's slightly more than one hit most of the time in Burning Springs, but the fact that I have to go with something that's just boring for the rest of the game, otherwise deal with the utterly frustrating sponginess is just... oh shit. I mean, Bethesda have made some good stuff on occasion. The building system I'm still relatively happy with when it works, but ugh. No. Burning Springs was much more fun the first time we ran through it on the PTS when it was bugged. It was actually, you know, a vaguely positive experience there. Some nice radar decor items. Yeah, but they're only available from the events, not from grunt hunts or anything like that. There's nothing available in those, as far as I can tell. Yeah, Starfield not letting you change the world state to reflect your decisions is a bit disappointing. I mean, in the sense that the galaxy or the what the fuck are they called? Settled systems, that's the word, is quite large. Limiting the impact you have to some extent makes sense. But also when you're doing big politically impactful things that then subsequently have no impact, that's definitely a bit of a pity. But we'll see what happens with the next update, which may or may not be sooner than we think. Because we've been waiting long enough, but it does sound like it might be coming out in this spring, which would be really inconveniently timed, but we'll see how we do. Yeah, the update should not be that terribly far ahead anyway. Terribly far off if the rumours are true. They haven't actually said anything, so I hope they don't shadow drop it, but we know how Todd Howard likes to do that, so guess we'll have to see what happens, won't we? Yeah. I did have a rummage last night, I think, through a bunch of online resources to find out what rewards were available from Burning Springs, and there's a few good raider bits, but like 2 or 3 things if you complete enough grunt hunts and head hunts and stuff from the regular challenges, but they're only a table here, a chair there. It's not very exciting. It's not enough to make it worthwhile. And the only stuff that does have a decent amount of camp stuff anyway is the events, which, you know, they've got to come up when you're on a public server, and I don't spend any time on public servers, so that kind of sucks. And a few times I have been there, they haven't come up, so what are you going to do? Oh well, we'll battle on through. Not this weekend, but next weekend is a double XP one, so I'll definitely dive into that and do some grinding, probably on my own time. Just run Westec over and over again and stick something on the other screen and just see how we get on, because I definitely need to harvest up a decent amount of XP from that. Get a few levels, so I've got a few perk cards if I need them, and more importantly, advance through the scoreboard, because yeah, I've got a quarter of it left or so, and then there's yeah, only what is it? Yeah, 3-4 weeks left, so not long left now. Yeah, the fact that the outcome of the Terramorph thing wasn't visible in the rest of the world was a bit disappointing. If you went with the what was it, the microbe or whatever approach to defeat the Terramorphs, then like the engineered disease or whatever it was, then you wouldn't be able to see that anyway. You'd just see less Terramorphs. But if you went with the Isales, which is the way I went, starting to see more of those would be nice, but it would also take time to get large numbers of those out into the world as well, so there is a time element there. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen a few of them start to appear over the next little while. Would definitely be cool. Yeah. I think they tried to do too much in certain areas and didn't have enough to put into others as a result with Starfield. Which is a pity, because apart from that core kind of section through the middle is quite good. It's just when it starts to get outside that central bit, it becomes very thin on the ground, I find. But I do want to get back in and play some more stuff. I don't know if I'm going to finish off the playthrough I was on or just start a new one and work right through it again. Yeah, probably do the one that I'm on and something like that. Push that to towards the end anyway. At some point, once we get a date for the new update, I probably will do that. But that's assuming they don't shadow drop it and kind of screw the whole plan for me anyway. We'll see what happens. Killing all bounty groups? Yeah, but does it? I seem to recall there's really nothing on there from what I saw. I didn't see anything about rewards for killing the different bounty groups. Let's have a look. Hang on a second. No, bounty hunting, that's the word I'm looking for. Bounty hunting rewards, okay. So I'm seeing a big pile of nothing listed on here. I don't think that's going to help me very much, but I'll have a look. So the basic rewards suck. Yeah, everywhere that should have a list of those rewards basically has nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and assume there is nothing because it seems more likely to me. And also it goes with my this sucks opinion. So, you know, it must be right. Rewards. Nothing. Legendary modules, bait, treasury notes, legendary item. Wanted poster at most. Yeah. There's nothing listed on them for the groups. Just nothing at all, so I'm going to go ahead and assume there is nothing. You can encounter them out in the wild, can you? Yeah, I feel like they are out there on at least one planet somewhere. I don't know. How much in the challenges? On the phone, buffering on and off. Shouldn't be. I might try a thing. It might be. I mean, it might just be that. Because you're specifically on the phone. I don't know. Don't know if it's a Wi-Fi thing or anything like that. But it might also be. Let's try. Thing. Where's the? Can I change this? I don't know. Let's try that. We'll see whether or not that changes. I've dropped the bit rate ever so slightly. So hopefully it will just, it should sit just under the 6K mark now. We'll see if it settles there. It just nudges up a little bit over that line. Twitch is still saying that it's too much, but it may take a minute for it to catch up on that one. That's what happens when I do that. Oh, well, I'm not fucking messing around with shit like that. Go away. We'll see. I've dropped it like just a tiny bit, so we'll see if it smooths out there a little bit. It should average out just under, I think. Or maybe around about bang on. Because it seems to be flipping between just under and just over the 6K at this point. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to drop it another smidgen. We'll see how it does. It's very strange. Have a good one, Tangy. Yeah, it's still saying unstable, which it shouldn't be. Oh, fuck off. Stop opening windows when I don't want you to. Yeah. I guess the information I'm getting on the Twitch dashboard is not very helpful at all. As per usual. Yeah. Bounty board, yeah, a bunch of worthless stuff that's very, yeah, all from the challenges. Yeah, I mentioned that anyway. Like, but it's only when you do X number of challenges you completed. Like, you've done a grunt hunt, or 10 grunt hunts, or 76 grunt hunts, and so on with the head hunts as well, which, you know, for the items you get in for it, it's not worth the time you're putting in. It's absolute garbage. Yeah, I have already seen that stuff, but yeah, from where that is, from where you get that stuff and what you have to do to get it, it's the rewards might as well not exist. They're just not worth it. Good as, yeah, as good as non-existent, good as worthless. Complete pile of shit, depending on how you want to look at it. Either way, it's another example of the complete disaster that is the Burning Springs update. Complete shit show, I think is a good word for it. Which I hate saying, because I really want it to be great. It should have been really cool, but it isn't. So, what can you do, I guess? Play someone else until I get their head out of their respective caves and actually put something decent out. Which the next update won't be, because the next update's absolute fucking shite as well. There's not even any content on the next update. Which is a month from now, by the way. So, what are you going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play someone else. So, notwithstanding the occasional mobile wibble from the sound of things, it still says unstable, but I don't know. Maybe I will try going a tiny little bit down from that. We'll see how it goes. Everything looks fine over there. Mostly fine over there. We'll go with let's try. Drop it just a tiny little bit lower. I'm not going any lower than that. Doesn't matter what happens, I'm not doing it. And if it doesn't work and we don't see any improvement, then we'll try some. Well, then I'll just bump it back up again and just deal with it, won't we? But yeah, I've dipped the bit rate just a tiny little bit, so hopefully it'll average just under that maximum bit rate thing now, or around about that. And therefore will stop protesting at me, and hopefully it'll work a little bit next time. So, plan for next week and going on from Monday, which is when we'll be on, is that I just had a thought of something. We'll be on here for starters, rather than on YouTube, at least while we give the old college try, as they say. And otherwise, we'll get back to the usual setup and play The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4, which should be cool. We'll do that for the next little while. Hopefully that'll be fun. So Witcher 3 will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Fallout 4 on Thursday and Friday. I should need to look up a couple of things while I think about it. And there's a couple of things I just want to quickly eyeball. I don't think they're throwing stuff at my keyboard now. I don't think that information is going to be very helpful to me, but anyway, we'll try. So yeah, I need to do a little bit more setup on the Twitch channel pages and information and stuff that goes down below and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, that's the general plan. We'll see what happens with moving VODs to YouTube afterwards. I'll need to look into it, and I'm pretty sure I can do it straight away from a contractual point of view, which is not an issue yet, but hopefully will be in a month or so. And then I guess we'll find out what happens after that. If I can automate it, great. If I can't, that'll be very annoying to do manually. I logically should do it for the 2 series we've got on the go at the moment, but oh god, that would suck so hard. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can automate the system and not have to spend frickin' ages downloading 3-hour streams and then uploading them to YouTube manually. I don't know if that'll be the case, but if all works, then it'll go directly into unlisted playlists, as per usual. So I will probably make the first one public, and then the rest will probably be unlisted, as I usually do. Except you won't be finding them in the live tab anymore for the first episode of a series. You'll find it on the video page, because it's going up as a video rather than a live stream. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at now. We'll sort of play it by ear for a little bit. So thank you all for hanging out. not going to do anything too fancy with the sign-off raids and things like that. I'll figure that out as and when. But yeah, for now, it's just a testing thing. So we'll worry about that another time. Thank you all for hanging out. Yeah, feel free to spread the word around if you feel like. I do appreciate. If you haven't already done, you know where the follow button is. I don't, but I'm sure you do. It's around here somewhere. And yeah, we'll be back on Monday for The Witcher 3. Looking forward to that. Picking that up with... Well, I think we're on like part 20 or something for Fallout 4, maybe? Was it The Witcher or something like that? I don't know. I forget exactly. Oh, there's another thing I can click there to see what things are happening. No, it's not telling me anything. Okay, fair enough. Actually, it looks like it might have stabilized a little bit more. That's not such a bad thing. Yeah. Should be good fun. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for helping me with the test and the feedback and stuff. Food for thought that we will discuss in the next few days. Those of you who are regulars, which basically means most of you lot, if you are up for doing moderation stuff, let me know probably next time, and we'll see about organising some of that, because I currently haven't got anybody modded, so we might have to sort that one. Yeah, all right now, that's fine. Anyway, have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy yourselves, look after yourselves, stay safe, don't work too hard, all that good stuff. Put the feet up. Happy gaming for those who plan to do that. And yeah, Witcher on Monday at about 8 o'clock UK time. Cool. So, until then, look after yourselves, stay safe. I'll see you next time. Thank you for hanging out, folks. Have a good one. Night-night.
Yeah.